It's week 2 of the NFL, and coming up, we'll see Cam Akers. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Rams and the Niners, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they can't bring him down. Running room at the 5th. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Purdy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But if they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Malik Harrison on the tackle. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Mitchell impressing with that carry, and it speaks to the kind of player he is. The San Francisco still made room for him in their offense after acquiring Christian McCaffrey. The only thing that slowed him down so far? Injuries. Defenses, they haven't had much effect on him.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up second down. Now Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They'll run on first down with Evans. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw. Pass caught. It's Ben Skoranek. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On first down, Stafford here. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. As they've got it as we resume action. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Noise shifts, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Ray McCloud to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, and it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Saquon Barkley, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Allen Lazard, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. It was the running back Cam Akers who stood out in that first half of play. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's got it down to the 28. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say that 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Stafford on 1st down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Stafford looks to throw again. And that one too wide and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Face man. Defense. Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal. Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Good bounce back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most.